Huatulco curves along Oaxaca's southern coast like a jade rosary of 9 bays strung together by untamed headlands and emerald jungle. In the morning, surf murmurs against copper sand coves, while parrots wheel above coffee plantations. After dusk, wood smoke and chilhuacal pepper breezes float through hillside pueblos. Though the federal tourism agency Fonatur mapped out roads and villas here in the 1980s, more than 60% of the shoreline remains a national park. So pelicans still dive where condominiums never will, to taste that rare marriage of low-key luxury and raw Pacific wilderness. Wander through these 8 wonders and feel Huatulco's pulse settle into your own. 1. Bahía Santa Cruz. The Gateway Bay presents a postcard curve of ochre sand. Its marina packed with turquoise pangas and sleek catamarans waiting to hop between the other 8 bays. Order an agua de coco from a beach palapa, then swim out 20 meters where the sea turns peacock blue over a sandy bottom. Late afternoon is for strolling the whitewashed plaza. The chapel bell tolls, silver trinkets flash in artisan stalls, and cafe speakers hum boleros that blend with the hiss of grilling huachinango, drizzled in garlic mezcal butter. When the sun slides behind the western headland, lights shimmer on anchored yachts, like lanterns on gently breathing water. 2. La Entrega and the Coral Garden of El Órgano. A 5-minute taxi south delivers you to La Entrega, a shallow horseshoe cove named for the betrayal of Mexico's independence hero Vicente Guerrero. Today, redemption arrives via mask and snorkel. Fin a few strokes offshore, and El Órgano Reef erupts in technicolor. Brain coral domes, violet sea fans, clouds of sergeant majors flickering yellow and black. Locals sell coconut helado from styrofoam, coolers on the sand. The sweet cream pairs perfectly with briny lips and sun-warmed skin. Stay until midday, when sunlight shafts through water, so clear it seems the reef is floating in air. 3. Playa Cacaluta, inside Huatulco National Park. Accessible only by hiking trail or boat, Cacaluta feels like a secret whispered by the jungle. Scarlet macaws screech overhead as you step from shadowed forest onto a wide arc of untouched sand backed by sea grape and organ pipe cactus. Waves here pound with open ocean muscle, sculpting driftwood into bleached art pieces. Yet a lagoon. At the western tip lies glass still, sheltering ibis and spoonbills. Bring nothing but water, reef-safe sunscreen, and the willingness to let solitude rinse city static from your thoughts. 4. Bahía Conejos and the infinity of secrets. Conejos means rabbits, but luxury, not legomorphs, defines this bay. Low-rise resorts fold into sage-green hillsides, their aesthetics mirroring palapa roofs and adobe hues. Book a day pass or sip a michelada at a beachfront lounge where infinity pools blur seamlessly into the ultramarine horizon. Beyond the manicured terraces, tides push translucent comb jellies ashore at dawn, and fishermen in dugout canoes cast nets that flash silver in the sun, proof that opulence and authenticity share shoreline without quarrel. 5. Hagia Sophia, Eco Park in the Sierra foothills. Leave the coast on a serpentine road perfumed by blooming guayaba and reach Hagia Sophia, a 130-hectare agro-ecological wonderland. Hike under shade nets heavy with dragon fruit, rambutan, and the crimson petals of the exotic Jamaican hibiscus. A canopy zipline sends you flying above papaya orchards, the Pacific a blue ribbon in the distance. Lunch arrives as a field to palate. Spread tilapia baked in hoja santa leaves, cacao nib salad, and agua fresca of freshly cracked maracuya. The farm's owner often guides guests himself, explaining how native trees and organic techniques keep soil and soul equally fertile. 6. Copalita Archaeological Site and Eco-Museum History. hides where the Copalita River meets the sea. Here, Zapotec merchants built a trading port some 2,500 years ago. Today, low stone temples rise between ceiba roots, and the onshore breeze carries the scent of crushed copal resin. Climb the main pyramid for a cliff-edge view of pounding surf, then step into the sleek glass museum where jade earspools and obsidian blades testify to a pre-Hispanic world networked long before Instagram. Outside, interpretive trails wind past salt marsh mangroves, alive with black iguanas and herons stalking needlefish in brackish shallows. 7. Bahía San Agustin and the edge of the world sunset. The westernmost bay hides behind a gravel road that carves through agave fields. The mild inconvenience keeps crowds blissfully thin. Two palm roof commodores dish out garlic lobster and ice-cold Victoria beer, their plastic tables set directly on sugar sand. Offshore, a barrier reef calms the water into a translucent aquarium where hawksbill turtles browse coral heads. But the climax arrives at sunset. Mountains to the north turn mauve, pelicans silhouette against a sky of molten copper, and the sun slides so neatly into the Pacific you half expect a sizzle. 8. Barra de la Cruz. Surfers' Catechism, 40 minutes east of Huatulco's hotels, past papaya stands and roadside shrines draped in marigolds, lies the tiny Zapotec community of Barra de la Cruz. A decade ago, a rip curl competition revealed its sand-bottom point break to the world. Today, the village balances surf fame with cultural dignity. Pay a modest community entrance fee, then follow a boardwalk over sea oats to watch perfect A-frames peel along jade water. Even beginners can rent longboards and test warm water courage, but simply sipping an agua de piña under a palapa while cobalt sets meet bronze sand feels like spiritual practice. 8 stops and 800 words only uncork the bouquet of Huatulco, where every bay, backroad, and hillside murmurs a slightly different note. Mango resin, briny kelp, distant chapel bells. You'll leave with sun-bleached hair, pockets gritty with sand, and a tune of marimba and surf rolling in your ears. And, long after boarding the flight home, a whiff of roasted coffee or a flash of teal water will tug you back to Oaxaca's miracle coast, where jungle and ocean negotiate each sunrise anew.